This is breaking news.
25 biggest concerts and comedians coming to Tampa Bay and Sarasota now through March. A new year also means a new start to the concert and comedy tour calendar, as many performers who took time off for the holidays head back on the road, and our greater Tampa Bay area already looks to have an impressive start to 2025. We start with some big names in comedy, including Jim Gaffigan headlining Tampa's Amalie Arena on Saturday, and comic legends and current TV co-stars Steve Martin and Martin Short visiting Clearwater's Ruth Eckerd Hall on January 10. You'll also find iconic singers and groups, including two that were recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Multiple annual music festivals will make their return, including Sarasota's Thunder by the Bay Music and Motorcycle Festival and Plant City's Florida Strawberry Festival, featuring a typically eclectic concert lineup that includes a country music star who the festival said broke a record for opening day ticket sales. And speaking of Sarasota, Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall reopened after months of cancelled or postponed dates due to damage from Hurricane Milton, making up for lost time with an array of shows. Presented in chronological order, here are the biggest concerts and comedy shows set to visit the greater Tampa Bay area in January, February, and March 2025. Event details are subject to change. The stand-up comedian who just earned his 8th Best Comedy Album Grammy nomination for The Prisoner, and released his latest special, The Skinny, on Hulu in November. So don't be surprised if that earns him another nomination come the next Grammys, performs on his Barely Alive tour. Gaffigan also recently appeared on Saturday Night Live, playing Kamala Harris vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. Steve Martin and Martin Short. The two Martins have built successful comedy careers both separately and together, including co-starring in the 1986 comedy movie Three Amigos with Chevy Chase, and more recently with Selena Gomez on the hit Hulu series Only Murders in the Building, which just concluded its 4th season and was renewed for a 5th. Mike Epps. Mike Epps already has another Tampa date on the calendar. He's set to host the We Them Ones comedy tour, featuring fellow comedians including Country Wayne and Lil Duval, visiting Amalie Arena on May 10. But first you can catch him at this show. It's indicative of Epps' busy schedule, which also includes recent appearances in the movies Madame Web and The Underdogs and the series I'm a Virgo, plus the 2024 Netflix special Ready to Sell Out. Mary J. Blige. The R&B singer was among last year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, among other accolades including 9 Grammys, an Emmy for her Super Bowl halftime show performance, and 2 Oscar nominations for Best Supporting Actress and Best Original Song for 2017's Mudbound, becoming the first person nominated for acting and songwriting Oscars in the same year. Fellow R&B stars Nayo and Mario will also perform. Alice Cooper. After recently co-headlining Tampa's Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater with fellow theatrical goth rocker Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper will play another outdoor venue in the area at Clearwater's The Sound. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted, Grammy-nominated Cooper released his latest album Road in 2023, the same year he hit the road on tour and visited Tampa. Andrea Bocelli. Just in time for Valentine's Day, the Italian tenor and classical crossover star will perform a concert of soaring arias, crossover hits, and famed love songs, presented by Tampa's Strauss Center and featuring Opera Tampa chorus members. Want even more Bocelli? Andrea's son and fellow singer Matteo Bocelli will perform March 10 at Strauss Center and March 12 at Sarasota's Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall. Thunder by the Bay Music and Motorcycle Festival. The annual festival will return with a greatest hits lineup of sorts of musical headliners, all of whom have played the event before. Blue Oyster Cult of Don't Fear the Reaper fame, still featuring co-founder Buck Dharma and longtime member Eric Bloom. Homer Simpson's favorite band Grand Funk Railroad, still featuring the bong-rattling bass of Mel Shetcher and the competent drum work of Don Brewer, and country rocker Creed Fisher. Gasparilla Music Festival. Taking place the same weekend as Thunder by the Bay will be Tampa's Gasparilla Music Festival, which moved to Julian B. Lane Riverfront Park last year and will be held there again. While the 2025 lineup hadn't been announced by press time, it's typically a genre-spanning list, with 2024 headliners including electronic group Louis the Child, alternative rockers Young the Giant, and the rap duo of Killer Mike and Big Boy, replacing Lake Street Dive.